Ridley Scott's Napoleon was a critical and commercial disappointment, yet its relative failure proves that the veteran director has repeated an earlier, 19-year-old mistake. In many ways, Scott's Napoleon project was always doomed. The vast scope of its subject's life makes it all but impossible for any movie to adequately tell his story, without leading to a ridiculous runtime. However, even though Napoleon himself presents insurmountable obstacles for any movie, Scott's effort repeats a previous error from the filmmaker's career. While not necessarily a disaster, Scott's biopic failed to have the financial or cultural impact many expected. Napoleon was met with mixed reviews and made just $221 million against an estimated $130 to $200 million budget, highlighting its polarizing content. Considering that the film spans several decades and still fails to provide a full picture of Bonaparte's life and accomplishments, the reaction was probably inevitable. Nevertheless, Scott's previous record in the historical epic genre should have provided a valuable lesson for how the 2024 movie might have succeeded. Kingdom of Heaven already proved Ridley Scott always needs a director's cut. Released in 2005, the parallels between Napoleon and Ridley Scott's Crusader blockbuster Kingdom of Heaven are uncanny. Like Napoleon, Kingdom of Heaven polarized critics, with some lavishing praise on its visuals, design, and scope, while others criticized its rushed story and changes to history. The movie also made an almost identical amount of money at the box office, taking in $218.1 million against an estimated $150 million budget, a financial disappointment. However, after release, Kingdom of Heaven was redeemed by Scott's own extended cut of the movie, released in late 2005 with dramatic results. The Kingdom of Heaven director's cut improved the original film in almost every way. Characters that seemed peripheral sketches in the original were fully fleshed out, while the additional 45 minutes helped to fully bring the world of medieval Jerusalem to life like never before. Critical reaction was also much improved, with Empire describing the restored footage as pieces missing from a beautiful but incomplete puzzle, and others showering the alternate version with praise. When the special edition came out, Scott himself even reflected, "This is the one that should have gone out, via Empire." Given that the theatrical Kingdom of Heaven was the result of requested studio cuts and Scott himself recognized that the extended runtime was essential to tell a story on this scale, this experience should have been a blueprint for how Napoleon needed to be approached. Even if it meant compromising his vision, the similarities between the projects prove that Scott's attitude to historical epics almost always demands more runtime than studios are willing to allow. As a result, it was always going to be the case that Scott needed a director's cut-style runtime to even attempt to fully tell the movie story. Ahead of Napoleon's November 2023 release, Ridley Scott already confirmed that he was working on a fantastic 270-minute cut via IndieWire. This additional project follows the precedent set by Kingdom of Heaven. However, in repeating history, Scott has proven that he hasn't learned the lessons from Kingdom of Heaven's mistakes. Given how superior his earlier director's cut is to the original, it seems likely that his new Napoleon will also improve the deeply flawed theatrical release. For fans forced to wait, rather than experiencing the full version the first time around, it is a frustrating and avoidable delay.